Hey Augusto, hi Semi, mommies, how we doing, guys? So look, today we got big news today. Yeah, welcome guys. Thanks for the likes already. We are going live. Um, what has happened so far? So listen, tonight we've got huge news. So I'm not expecting anything wild, but what I might expect is with FOMC tonight. Might expect a little sell-off in the NASDAQ. So I'm looking for a potential sell below. Uh, hey YouTube, how are we doing? So let's just get this on here. So sell below 21,728, 21,728. Now, just in case I'm talking, looking at a different chart, I'm just gonna put an alert there as well. So let's just get this down. Let's just get rid of my alerts. They've all gone off this morning. It's been a decent morning. We've had two trades, two wins. Hi Anna, hi Joel. Um, Apple user JD7198. Umdu, how you doing? So we're looking at the Nasdaq at the minute. Looking at the Nasdaq. Now there's no trades, there's nothing placed yet. Um, and one thing I do want you to be aware of is I'm not just going to be placing trades left, right, and center. Okay, so if you are looking for someone that is going to be placing a lot of trades, you are in the wrong live stream. If you're looking for someone that's going to talk about fair value gaps, smart money concepts, and all of that lot, you're in the wrong live stream as well. Hey, Semiac. Eh, um, okay, so I just trade pure price action. I look to trade breakouts, false breaks, continuations, and flips. All of those will be explained as and when they set up. Um, the whole purpose of me live streaming is so you can see what a disciplined trader looks like. You may not agree with the style, you may not agree with things that I say, but one thing you won't be able to uh, say anything against is the discipline. Okay, so whatever it is, if you want to be successful, and like I say, I'll repeat this in so many different industries, whatever you're going to be successful in, it's going to require an element of discipline. Okay, so hi, good man. Hi, Charlie Brown. Hi, Christian, Crystal, Simple Simon, uh, Treble Seven. How we doing? German Gary. Yeah, so look, like I said, if you are looking for instant nut, good afternoon, good man. How we doing? Like I said, if you're looking for loads of trades, this really is the wrong channel. And if you're going to ask me about fair value gaps, smart money concepts, ICT, this is the wrong channel. Okay. I'm not just I'm just saying that for your benefit, so you're not just going to sit here and listen to something that you don't want to listen to. Okay. Uh, yeah, we've got decent inflow of people coming in now. Yeah, we're just going to focus on gold, Nasdaq. How long till New York session opens? Okay, so at 1:30 COMEX opens, which is the commodity exchange, and then at 2:30 you have the New York NYIC open. Okay, New York Stock Exchange. So you've got multiple different things to look at now. Because I trade gold, I like it when COMEX opens, which is 1:30. So I like to be ready ahead of time. Okay. Um, Hope that answers your question, Tobias. You were here yesterday, weren't you, Tobias? So you asked about, what did you ask me about yesterday? You asked me about something. This is where the memory goes. Once you get in that 45 plus area, unfortunately, the short-term memory isn't quite what it used to be. And if you start off with a pretty vague short-term memory, you're pretty screwed when you get to my age. Uh, um, uh, Mentorship and being profitable. Okay, no worries. I thought it was something else to do with the trades. Um, yeah, so we'll look, guys. I'm not going to sit here. You missed the live earlier. What did you trade today? Uh, the live earlier was just purely for members, but I'll show you the trades that we took. In fact, I posted them in my free Telegram channel as well. So I don't normally share all the free trades in my. I don't normally share all the trades we take in the members group in the free channel, but I did share them both today. If you want to see the free Telegram channel, you can do that by uh, where is it? Uh, 1 second, guys. I'll just get you the link. I'll show you it on the charts as well. Um, but if you want access to the free Telegram channel, you can do that by clicking on this link and go straight to free Telegram channel. And in there, you'll see the posts. We took about 90 pips out of gold this morning. It was this trade here. So where we've got this top level formed, I had the chart effectively looking like this. The market came into it, and if I just bring up my rules and say, right, we were looking for a range trade short. So range short, let's have a look. Let's rerun over those rules. Well, because nothing's going to happen here until we get above this level or below that level. So this right now, guys, is my no trade range. So I'm not going to do anything in that range unless we get above there or below there. So when we look at this over here, let me just, where is it? This one. So this candle here. So rule number one, resistance formed. Yes, we can see resistance formed. Rule number two, seller candle formed. Yes, seller candle was formed. Number three, next candle to wick up. So you see here, this candle, let me zoom in so you can see. Next candle to push up first. So it created a top wick and then broke the lows. As it broke the lows, we have clear space on the left hand side. So if we look at all these candles, nice big bodies, not many wicks to work with, and we traded it here, as you can see, 30-minute, boom, look at those candles, perfect. Market came down. Our last exit, or I should say where we scaled out before getting stopped on price action, was through this area here, because if you look left, this area here is where the market kept testing and rallying. Hi Chris, Naja, how we doing? So that was the first trade. So if you if you go to my free Telegram channel, you'll see this trade exactly like this sent out. I put, in fact, what did I put? I put M30 bearish candle, M30 rejection, last M15 candle bearish candle, look to sell underneath the low. Okay, really, really simple. And basically it did what we expected it to do. The next trade was taken basically here, this one. So outside candle formed, next candle wick down, we bought the high, got 30 pips out of it here, and then it came back to stop us out. So again, these are things that I explained to you yesterday. There's four types of candles. How many of you, if you were in the live stream yesterday, just drop a Y for yes, please. If you were on the live stream yesterday, just drop me a Y for yes. Can I check US 30? Yeah, sure, I will in a minute. Okay, so question for you. If you were in the live stream yesterday, do you remember what the four candle types were? It's four different candles. Link to Telegram? Yeah, sure. Just click on that. You'll probably have to leave the live stream and then just click on free Telegram channel. It's one of the options there. Okay. Do you remember what the candles were called? There's four different types of candles, and I'm not referring to bullish and bearish. If you don't remember, or you can't remember, or you weren't here, I will give you an explanation again, but I want to see if anyone can remember. And I know you'll know. Yeah, Asema. Yeah. So engulfing, I call it outside, but yeah, engulfing candle. That was one. Next one. Opposite to that. Yeah, exactly. Inside. So you have outside, inside. Then it's the other two. It's the other two. Once you understand this and you combine it with a few things, it's very easy to start taking high probability trades. So and this is probably the most basic thing that people should get taught from the very beginning, but they never do. Okay, so let me do it for you guys. So if we have a candle, now I'm not drawing wicks on it. Imagine this is a wick and a body. Um, don't worry about the color. Okay, so oops. Okay, so they're the four things that can happen. So the first one, so imagine this is, let's do this as candle one. Now I'm just doing this because we've got nothing, we don't need to worry about anything in terms of the charts just yet. So if this is, no, so if this is candle one, let's duplicate that. In fact, I'll put it back in the middle. Candle one. Okay, so this one being candle two, this one candle three, candle four. Now, guys, I am trying to, if you're asking questions, I do apologize just while I'm writing this out. So this one, we're going to call it up range. This one, down range. Is it sinking in now? Outside. Oops. And then last but not least, inside. A candle can't do anything different than these four options. So if you've got candle one, I'll come back to gold in a second, bud. It's not really doing anything. I'll explain in a minute. So if you come back to candle one, an uprange candle just means it has a higher high and a higher low. Okay, so SK, I'll have a look at it in a second. Candle three in relation to candle two has a lower high and a lower low, called a downrange. Candle 4 in relation to candle 3 has a higher high and a lower low. That's called an outside or engulfing. And candle 5 in relation to candle 4 has a lower high and a higher low, and it's called an inside. Now, candles or bars can't do anything different than those four options. That's the only thing candles can do. Okay? So if you know that, if the market is trending up, which one do you think you'll see most of? Candle 2, 3, 4, or 5. If the market is moving higher, which one do you think you'll see most of? Just put in the chat 2, 3, 4, or 5. Okay, most of you are right. Most of you are right. Okay, so in an uptrend, the one you'll see most of was that the question, SK? But I like your way of thinking. Um, so the question is, what do you see most of? You'll see most number twos, uprange candles. You'll also see number fours as well on the basis that they are breaking the high. But you have to remember when it comes to probability, outside or engulfing candles are formed like 3 to 6% of the time. So they're a minority. So you're not going to see them very often. Yeah. If 5 close above candle 2, if 5 close above candle 2, how's it going to close above? What? It's an inside candle. Inside means it has a lower high and a higher low than the previous candle. So candle 5 can never close above or below the previous candle. Yeah, does that make sense? Right, let's have a look, see what's happening on yeah, the the being inside just means it remains within the previous candle's high and low. Okay, so I'm just gonna get rid of all these. So when you know that there's trend, okay, that just it gives you very simple rules of what you can see and what to expect and what candles are likely to form. So you can then take advantage of any opportunity that the market might potentially bring you. All right, let's get rid of this. Don't need that anymore. Now, I'm going to get rid of my no trade range. You know what we're referring to because I'm only looking for longs above the highs here. Let's get rid of that. Don't need that anymore. And I'm only looking for shorts below 3378.8. Okay, what's the significance behind 4 and 5? Okay, so four basically shows you that it broke the previous candle's high and low. 5 is usually a pause in momentum. Now, where you can choose, there is another variable as well, which I've not covered there. The other variable is how the candle closes. So you could have a big outside candle or there's no trade yet. I'll let you know. You'll also see my chart when I place a trade. Commander in Chief, hello, good afternoon, sir. Um, I think we'll dump on news down to 33.65. Listen, if it dumps, we'll sell it below 33.78 if we get a setup. If it flies, we'll buy it above 33.87 if we get a setup. So this is the thing, guys. Don't get sucked in. Remember, we never know what's going to happen. We never know how the market's going to move. We we can just try and forecast based on our analysis and our rules. Let's see what's happening. So the big news, obviously, is at 7 p.m. tonight. Um, Unemployment claims in what time is it? 18 minutes. So forecast 246,000. Um, if there's another bad unemployment number, probably see gold spike. But I think it'll be short-lived. I don't think the moves that we'd probably see will be completely true today, just on the basis that you've got FOMC. Um, is this a trade? No. So, uh, oh, it just keeps coming up that question from Jalib. So apologies, guys. Yeah. So look, as I was saying earlier, we're waiting. We're waiting for the market to get above here with a close above, or we're waiting for a close below here to take advantage. So let's run through the rules on what I would do if it happens. Okay, so if we're going to look for a breakout long, we just can come over here, we'll come up to my text, we'll go breakout long, what are we looking for? Now you should be able to see those rules, and let's bring in the breakout short, which is exactly the same, but just inverted. Okay, so instead of looking for buyers, we're looking for sellers. Um, okay, so that should be pretty clear, right? So first thing we're going to look for if we're trading gold today, if we're going to trade long, if we're going to get a breakout, we want to see a close above resistance. So we've got our resistance level marked in at 33.8755. Do we have clear space to the left-hand side? So that means we're looking at these candles here, the previous candles that were above the resistance level we're looking at. So we're looking to the left-hand side of this. We always, if we identify structure, we always want to look left. Okay, look left. What do we see? So if we look left, do we see nice big black-bodied candles, or are we seeing lots of small candles and the market moving up and down? If we're seeing small candles and the market moving up and down, I have zero interest in this level. I'll wait for the one above. Okay, so always think when you're looking to trade, or this is the way that I look and the rules that I apply. If I'm looking to trade above this level, I want to look left and check that it's the path of least resistance, right? Now, the path of least resistance means we want to see clear traffic. If we're not seeing in this area any sort of like big wicks, or we can see candles with small bodies, because they show us that the market is indecisive. So if we get back to that price point again, guess what? The market is probably going to be indecisive. So yeah, we're looking at this area right now. We're looking for buys above 33.87. Uh, those that I asked about the four different candle types, just drop a couple of likes if you understood what I was saying in terms of the simple price action and how you can then take advantage of trends or ranges, because there's a higher probability you know what candles are likely to form next. So does that make sense? How we can use those four candles? Just hit those likes for me, guys, if it made sense. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Um, let's take a look at the NASDAQ while we're just waiting. So we've got clear candle space. So we're looking for buyers above this area or sells below here. I wouldn't do any range trades in here because look, let's say we get a bearish candle here and I get my setup. All of a sudden I've got support formed here at 33.81. So the range that I'll be looking to trade into is really small. Whereas let's just say it was, I don't know, you got all these candles here. We could have looked for potential shorts here. I know some of my members were looking at this one because you got clean range down to here. So there was at least, I don't know, 40 pips, I think, 50 pips. Okay. So when you've got clean range, then you can look to take trading opportunities. But if we were looking for shorts here, we've got this zone to come into. Let's say, so I wouldn't trade it, but then if we got a close below, we've got this wick to get past, and then we've got this area. So you've got two areas the market can stick. So it doesn't make sense to have that in. Just wait. Sit on the sidelines, wait for the market to get above or below the zones that you want to trade from, where you've got clear space. Yes, it means you're going to be sat on the sidelines. Yes, Mark Owen joined. By the way, guys, just be wary. 1 second. Is this the scammer that's just joined? Hold on. How do he's hid himself? There's someone in here, by the way, guys. If anyone messages you that pretends to be me, there was a few people that got messaged yesterday. I just saw my name pop up and I didn't join. So let me just check. How do I search? Can I search for these people? Can I search in there? I'll block him straight away. If anyone messages you with my name, just check because they're they've changed the official trade and train. They've done it so that it's either two ends or something. Just complete. Yeah, Nick, just be careful. There's just block everyone. Right, just remember, guys, anyone that joins, if you get a message from me, it's not me. Okay? The only time I will ever message you is if you message me. Does that make sense? So please just be aware. There's a couple of scammers in here right now. I, they've hid themselves from me. Hold on. No, that's me posting. They've got the same profile pic. They've got the same everything. Just ignore them. Okay? Block them, report them. Anyone that messages you and just, if they even mention the word crypto, just block them instantly. Scammers. You should be locked up, you lot. Um, I will find you as well. Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, that is the downside. Yeah, exactly. That is the downside to this industry. You have these low lives that log in, uh, copy your content. Yeah, and I'm referring to you if you're watching it. Yes, you're a low life. You're a scumbag trying to rob people. Um, yeah. How about you just get good at something other than robbing people and leave this stream right now? Yeah. And I am talking to you. So, guys, just remember, I am not messaging anyone. So if anyone messages you, block them, report them. I'm sorry, I've just had to go off on a bit of a tangent there, but it literally, the second I saw my name just pop up and joined, I realized what was happening. I saw it yesterday, but I didn't think until a couple of people messaged me who'd already messaged me on TikTok, and I'd replied to them. Then they just said, Am I speaking to you on WhatsApp?" I said, "No, mate, you're not speaking to me." So I said, "Just block them straight away." So listen, guys, we are waiting. We've got 10 minutes for the news. Let's see what we can get. Let's see what we can get. Let's see if we can get some kind of oh, let me see. Is this where I can find you? Ah, no, it only shows me the top so many. Six, uh Pepe got one nice one, buddy. You made some money. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so we're getting close, guys. We're getting close. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to wait for the 1:30 close because based on my rules, yeah, I can take a momentum entry if I want. It's the only time I will take momentum entries in gold um, around 1:30 as comics is opening. But look, today's a strange day. We've got news at 1:30 and we do have FOMC tonight. So I am not no, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, just depends whichever one I'm happy with in terms of setup and clarity. So if you look at this on the 30 minute, it's going to be very, very similar. So I don't mind. Um, but if you also look at it on the 30 minute, because this candle closes at 1:30, both the 15 minute and the 30 minute close at the same time. So it makes no odds. If the 15 minute closes above the level, I know the 30 minute closes above the level. Does that make sense? But if it was quarter past or quarter to, then I know only the 15-minute candle's closing above the level, and therefore I'd want to check the 15-minute structure and make sure it's the same. Um, can I explain breakout long? Okay, so yeah, sure, James. So what I'm looking for is the market to close above this price point here, which is 3387.55. So if I get a close above this area, then what we've seen is we've got resistance here because we've got bullish candle followed by bearish candle. We break the lows. So that's my resistance. The close above is at 1:30 if the white body closes above this high and the next candle opens. If that happens, we've got step one and basically step one done. Clear space. We've got clear space, and what I'm referring to is big candle bodies like this all the way up to the next level. I'm not referring to, let's say, things like these not referring to candles like this, where it's very jumpy up and down, big wicks to the left, to the upside and downside. So we've got clear space. We have the candle close above. The next candle, as it opens, I want it to move lower first. And the reason I want it to move lower first is if you think about firing a bow and arrow, I have to do this every time. You pull it back, you pull the bow back, you let go, the arrow projects forwards. If you want to fire a gun, you cock it, you pull the trigger, the hammer hits, and the bullet flies forward. The old cars, when you were a kid, I'm not sure how old you are, but when I was a kid, you used to pull them back, you let go, and they'd fly forward. So the same with trading. I'm looking for that same thing. I want, in theory, price to pull down, attract buyers, it gains momentum, and then pushes through. Okay, I'm not going to have the best entry, but I'm looking for the momentum to join. Does that make sense? Yeah, lovely. Okay, cool. So on that basis, in 6 minutes, if we get a close above, now the downside is in 6 minutes, we've got news coming out. So if we get a close above, it's going to go a bit crazy. If it just spikes up straight away, then we don't get a trade. But if it spikes down first, that'll be perfect because then we can place an order above the 30-minute candle high that closed above. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking for. And hopefully that's what we can see. Hi, Max. Hi, James. Michael. Uh, yeah, so that's what we're waiting for. We're pushing. We've got another 5 minutes. And if it goes without us, it goes without us. We can't get upset. We can't get offended. Um, Hugo, how we doing, guys? Uh, Jody, good afternoon. Linux, good afternoon. So yeah, we're just waiting. We've got about 4.5 minutes for this candle to close. Now, looking at this, it is a slight bit delayed because I'm looking at my broker data and I can see that the broker data is slightly, well, it was slightly higher. Was looking like it was going to close above. What's happening with the NASDAQ? Okay, NASDAQ, I want to see the move below 21,728. That's what I'm favoring. Let's come back to gold. We're going to get stuck potentially. What we got? 4 minutes. Actually, someone asked me to look at a different chart, didn't they? What did you ask me to look at? Was it the US 30? Did someone ask me to look at the US 30? What news is now? Is unemployment claims. You think we'll be going up or down? No idea. No idea. Um, and like I don't care which way it goes. I just want it to give us a setup. If it gives me the setup, fantastic. If it just spikes and goes off, then again, it'd be another potential session without a trade. But this is what rules are there for. So Hamza is literally, this is about being a disciplined trader. I know people want to trade because you start trading, you think, does the news have anything to do with dollar yen? Well, yeah, it does because it's dollar news. So if the dollar's good, then in theory the dollar should go up, dollar yen down. At which times do I trade gold? From 6 in the morning UK time, and then I stop around 9 o'clock, and then I'll be back again around 12:30 in the afternoon. I live stream at 1 o'clock on TikTok and YouTube most days, and then I do 6 other streams for my members every week. So here we go, 3 minutes. 10 lot sell. Hey Daryl, how you doing? Oh, yeah, same question. Uh, but the market is bearing now with dollar yen. Yeah, I mean, look, whatever happens here, I mean, I don't trade it, but it kind of makes sense that yen's seeing a bit of strength. Um, I wouldn't necessarily say we had a trade idea that I sent out on euro yen here. I sent that in. I sent euro yen and pound yen in the free Telegram channel as well. So watch for potential shorts below those levels. I think pound yen could be setting up right now in theory. I'd leave that one. Euro yen's probably better. Yeah, if euro yen pushes up on the next candle, there's a sell underneath here. We'll see what happens anyway, because gold, are we going to get above the level or not? Do I think is best to long or short it? What, dollar yen? Uh, I mean, if I was going to do anything, I'd want to see a close below here. Next candle to push up, then sell the lows. I don't trade dollar yen. Mark, what's your thought? What's your reasoning behind using TradingView rather than MT5? I don't. I use MetaTrader 4 to trade, but I don't. I only use TradingView for analysis. I hate MetaTrader for analysis. I think it's so clunky and horrible. Um, so yeah, I only use TradingView for analysis. Pleasure, Ade. Yeah, exactly. It is definitely like an old retro PC. Back in the day, the Amstrad, what was it, CPC 464? God, bet that'd be like a bloody tank now. All right, so the news is out. if we go down, I'm going to place a buy stop above the highs. I'm just going to wait a minute or two. Be human. Yeah, it is going back. I'm kind of giving you a clue how old I am now. Okay, I'm going to put a buy stop in above the highs on gold now. Okay, right, my buy stop is in. I'm just going to change screens so you can see display capture. I'm going to try and change screens anyway. Why is it not doing it? Every bloody time. 100. Let me just put my partial TPs in while I'm waiting. Uh, All right, YouTube, I'm going to change over for you guys because I can do that in 2 seconds. I just don't know why it takes so long on. There you go. YouTube, you can see the MT4 account. Okay, what is going on? TikTok, I just every time I try it. Joel Moss sent a shield, sent a flame. Ah, mate, I appreciate the gifts. So look, I don't understand why I can't. So listen, the buy is shit. The buy is above this bullish 15-minute candle here, or 30-minute candle. It's above the highs here, and I've got a 10 pip first target. Um, what the f I just don't understand why I can't. Every time I'm clicking on it to change the screen, nothing's coming up. So please bear with me. If you want to see um, the chart, guys, go to Trade and Train. Go to what's it called? YouTube. I just don't understand why it's. Let me see if I can add another source because it's not allowing me to change for some reason. Oh, what the hell? I don't know what's going on. Okay, there we go. Let's move. Okay, so it's there. You should be able to see it now. Can you see it? We've gone from, I don't know how we've ended up with 3, but it should have just been 2 screens, but never mind. So the green line here, just above the gray zone, is entry, and then the purple lines are TPs. They're partial TPs. So you'll see when it triggers, in the top right hand corner, we'll get orange or blue numbers. Orange numbers means it's in a loss. Blue numbers means it's positive. If it goes to 70, I'm just going to hit stop loss at entry, and it'll just take my stop loss. There we go, we're in. So we're live now. Okay, break even. That's TP1 hit, guys. TP1 hit. TP1 hit. Moving towards TP2. And stopped out. There you go. Easy pickings, guys. Easy pickings. There we go. Nice way to make some money. If that made sense, guys, just let me know. Oh, it's done it again. It's reverted back to this. Just got 3%, John Doe. Lovely. Right, guys, YouTube, I'll just get you back. So there we go. Easy, 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 easy. Now, what can I say other than I hope I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Now, we could get another setup, but it won't be for another 25 minutes. So the lines um, were just partial TPs. So I don't have to do anything. As soon as it hits the partial TP, it goes straight to movement. Oh shit, I've turned it the wrong way around, haven't I? It should be that way. Sorry. Because then the chat goes all over the chart down at the bottom. I do apologize. What setup, sell or buy? It was a buy. The news took it down first. We used a momentum entry to buy the break of the highs. We hit 10 pips and then got stopped at just above break even. So that, guys, is my methodology. Am I buying right now? No, we've already had a buy. We've already hit target one, and then got stopped at break even. So this is the way that I use my trades and the way that my setups work. If this reverses, right, and comes back as a false break, it shows you how you can be right but wrong, if that makes sense. So you can still get your TPs, you can still get out of the trade. So no buy now. No, it's not a buy. We've already been in, we've already had the trade, we've hit target, so we're out. The market isn't strong enough for me to go, I want to buy back in at the same price. So sometimes, so this morning, for example, this morning here, this one triggered me in. I hit 10 pips and it reversed, came back to my entry, stopped me out. But because it was a setup on a higher time frame, I took it straight away at the same price. And then we had the 90 pips. So I had two wins out of the same trade. This one is mid-range. Okay, it's bang in the middle of the range. It's just broken above this sort of like minor structure support resistance that's being formed. But it's bang in the middle. So the probability of success when you're in the middle of anything, it's like a tug of war, right? The probability is diminished. Possible BPC on NASDAQ now. Let's have a look. Okay, I see what you're saying, Anna, but look, I'm gonna wait. I've already marked out what I'm looking for. I'm gonna wait for sells below 21,728. I think you're right. I think it's gonna go down, but I don't want to take a trade in the middle of this range. That's just my preference. But I think you're absolutely right. Guys, I'm just gonna duck off down here and get another bottle of water. Bear with me. I took a scalp, managed 6 pips in profit, still in consolidation until I see any more sales buys. Ethan Carter, well done. 6 pips is better than 0 pips. Do I consider myself a scalper? No. Um, the way I manage a trade, you could say it's a little bit like a scalp because I'm coming out for 10 pips, small pips. Um, but it also means we can trade at higher lot sizes because we're getting in and we're de-risking very quickly. So um, anyone that took the trade or followed or understood it, not necessarily took it, what is the chart for? It is gold. It's a 30-minute chart. Sorry, not gold. This one is chart of NASDAQ. We just traded gold. If you took the trade, you understood the trade, you understood the analysis, then just hit a few likes. Just let me know that you followed, and that would be appreciative because I always like to know that when I'm going through things, I explain it in a way that is easy to follow. And if I haven't made it easy to follow for you, then I'll do it again. Yeah, so just let me know, guys. I need to see some of those likes coming in just so I can see that you guys are understanding what I do and why I do it. Um, Guys, thanks for sharing the live as well. It's much appreciated. I do appreciate you sharing the live and any feedback as well. Any feedback is always welcomed, good and bad. Urban Asate, how we doing? Um, and thanks for sharing the live, much appreciated. Yeah, so yeah, Anna, I'm waiting for sales below on 21,728. So look, it may go higher. There is potential for buys, but the way I'm seeing, okay, so the way I'm going to tell you how I see FOMC panning out is on the basis that the market is uncertain of how Jerome Powell. My God, you're sharing this live a lot. Thank you. Um, no one knows what he's going to say or how he's going to do it. Yes, Trump wants a 100 basis point cut. He wants the market, he wants the dollar softened, he wants the markets to fly. But look, no one knows what's going to happen. So, in times of events like this, what would usually happen is the market would sell off, and it's not because people are sellers, it's because they want to realize some profits, and rather than the event come out and is negative for their portfolio. If it's negative for their portfolio, then their unrealized profits become losses or their profits become reduced. So you're much better off ahead of events like this, closing a percentage or all of your portfolio, whatever you choose. So you de-risk, and then whatever happens afterwards, you can go back into the market again. Which concept do I use? Concept, I would just say price action. Nothing complicated, right? Nothing complicated, just price action. Just looking for one or two decent trades per session. We've had our trade on gold. Um, potentially, depending how. mm, there is potential to see a little bit more upside on gold if we close above the level, but I think my preference would be to sit on the sidelines now. We've had the trade out of gold. We wait for a trade to pop up here or come down here to trade. Would be my next preference. So guys on YouTube and TikTok, well done. If you did take the trade, uh, if you understood it, fantastic. If you didn't, no problems. Just say so, and I'll explain it again. Uh, if we close like this, I mean, there's 17 minutes, so a lot can change in 17 minutes. You know, we could be up here in 17 minutes. We could be back below the lows in 17 minutes. I okay. So ur urban Isati, I guess you only came in a little while ago. So I don't trade fair value gaps, ICT, smart money concepts. So I've got no comment on it. I just trade my way, and that's it. So I generally just try and stay away from conversation around that because it's not what I do. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I just don't do it. So no, my initial stop loss will be dependent on the candle. So on this one, right? The stop loss started like this. Uh, it started like that. Oh, let's bring that back down. So it started like that. This is what I'm looking for it to do. The second it triggers, we moved our stop to here. But as you saw, the trade lasted, I don't know, about 20 seconds, if that. We got our 10 pips, and then it came back down to our entry price. Now, yes, we could have got more out of it, but look, this is how I manage a trade. Yeah, exactly. That's what I do. Whatever works for me is what I do. Um, I won't I won't critique anyone's styles. Okay. So look, there's if this candle moves lower now, if this candle moves lower and let's say touches the level, we can look to buy the high. So yeah, let's uh, let's put in trade number two. So stops going in. Right, 1 second. Partial TP. I'm just going to get my trade set up first. Okay, there we go. So trades in. Let me see if I can change YouTube. I'm going to change you over right now. So there you go. Aha, it's worked this time. There we go. So orders in. Orders in. You can see it. If this candle now closes back below the level, I'll cancel the order. The purple lines, they are TP1, TP2. Yeah, 33.75. We had a buy from down there earlier this morning. We also had a sell from around 33.94, I think it was this morning as well. So we had two trade. That's been our third trade on gold today, the one we just took. How many trades do you take in a week? Um, Anything from let's say 1 to 3 trades per session. I mean, some sessions there's no trades. Yesterday we took the entire 90 minutes. There was no trades whatsoever. About 5 minutes after the session, the DAX trade I was telling everyone about set up, and we had a setup on the DAX about 5 minutes after I closed down. But that was it. Is my order activated? No, it's a pending order, Vivi. It's a pending order. I always use buy stops and sell stops. Look, the rules. I hope you saw before I placed it. Let me see if I can change. But yeah, they're the rules. So the rules are resistance, close above, next candle to wick down, buy above the break of the high. Vivi, you were on the other day, if I'm not mistaken. I recognize your name. You were on, right? Yeah, I thought so. Mark, what is the entry point for the buy? Entry point for the buy exactly on, well, use your broker data, but my broker data is 33.89.86. So 339006 will be my entry price. Cancel my trade. Why? I'll cancel my trade if it closes below. But thanks for the advice. It's closing below. If okay, if you're that certain, mate, I'll tell you to put your mortgage on it. Just remember, we never know how a market's going to close. We never know how it's going to move. We can only use our rules to decipher which way it's going. Okay? So, and when we're wrong, we're wrong. We've taken the same risk every time. And when we're right, which time frame? It doesn't matter, Tunk. You just said it's closing below. So who cares what time frame it is? Price is price, right? If we just have our rules, we have our rules, we stick to them. And I don't care what someone else says, okay? My rules are if it closes above and it moves down, I buy above the highs. That's it. And I'm not arguing with anyone. I'm not saying it, but look, there's always people giving me advice. I never give advice. I never give advice. I'm not giving you guys advice. I'm just telling you what I do. Yeah? And there's a big difference between giving advice and saying what you do. There's a great book, okay? There's a book called um, Thinking in Bets, okay? So Thinking in Bets, it's written by Annie Dukes, and stop loss is below the 15-minute candle, the bullish 15-minute candle plus spread. So if you like if you like to read, guys, there's a great book. It's called Thinking in Bets by Annie Dukes. And she was an ex-professional poker player. And very much like I get in here, where people like to give me advice or laugh if a trade loses or that kind of thing. She was doing a presentation in front of, I don't know if it was a seminar or whatever, but she was talking about her cards and what she would do in a certain situation. And this particular situation, she said she would go all in. And she went all in, and guess what? The trade lost. Someone in the background said, just started laughing at her because it lost. And she said, yeah, but you obviously don't understand probability then. Because if this has a 70% chance of probability, if you go all in every time, you're going to finish out on top. But because it's probability, you still have a 30% chance that you can lose. Yeah, just because it's got greater odds. Yeah. So this is why if you don't have rules, and remember, everyone's strategy is, it doesn't matter whether it's Tunks, Ryans, Joel's, Vivi's, Thierry, whatever strategy you use or principles you use, it doesn't matter what you use as long as you stick to it, right? My strategy can be different. Doesn't mean I'm going to listen to you because yours are different. I don't know what your strategies are, right? So I can never tell you what to do based on what you're trading because I don't know what you do. I can only tell you what I do, how I do it. If it wins, if it loses, you get to see it here live. And then if you want to laugh at me, you can laugh at me. It makes no odds. I do this on a daily basis, right? So I have people hating on me all the time because I'm trading and whether it's right or wrong, there's always someone got to say something detrimental to what I'm doing. I don't care. I have zero affection or thoughts about what people say or think of me, right? This is a process and I will stick to my process rigidly. So, like I said, if this trade goes above the previous candle's high, we're going to be in the trade. I'll scale out at 10 pips, 20 pips, and then see if it can run to the highs. If it closes below, as I said to you earlier, we could set up for a false break. If we set up for a false break, I'm not going to trade it short, even if it does set up for a false break. Um, like our trade, right, that we took here. I said to you, when we took it and it hit 10 pips, it nearly hit 20 pips. It didn't hit our 10. Oh, sorry. This is the 15-minute time frame, Tunk. Yeah, simple question. Just sorry, I ignored it. Wasn't being rude. Um, Pleasure, buddy. Um, yeah, so if it closes below, then okay, I cancel the order. So in 7 minutes time, if it closes below, I cancel the order. There will not be another trade. Um, NASDAQ, on the other hand, let's see what's happening over here. No, nothing there. So only gold is looking okay. But like I said, we've got now 6 minutes. So it's looking like we're probably 30-minute. Yeah, there wouldn't be a trade even for my false break rules because each trade links into one another. So if we break above the next candle by waiting for it to wick down before it breaks the high, and if it closes below, that's how I trade a false break. I just need this next candle to push up, and then I'd sell the low of the bearish candle. I don't think I've got enough room. 26 pips. No, it's a bit tight. So, uh, oh God, it's hot here. I've got no air coming into my office. Right. Um, so as it stands right now, back to the 15 minute. Uh, 5 minutes left for the candle to close. Very bearish price action. I'd just say it's pretty nasty. It's pretty nasty in the basis that it's just ranging. But we've had a close above, so I stick with my rules. Where am I from? For my sins, I'm from Yorkshire, north of England. And uh, I'm I'm from a small town. Uh, I'm from a small town called Doncaster. Actually, it's no longer a town. It's a city now, by all accounts. Not quite sure why. Be Human is Yorkshireman as well. Nice. You know Donny? No way. Where are you? Bailey, where are you from? Cathedral is the threshold for a city in England. Yeah, but it doesn't have a cathedral, Nathan. You live in Hull. Ah, okay, yeah. I used to play tennis for Yorkshire, and I used to train at the Hull YPI Centre many years ago. So near Beverley. Uh, so yeah, let's see what happens here, guys. Yeah, yeah. So Hull has a big, big place in my heart from many, many years ago. Feeling trader is feeling a buy. You study in Beverley. Ah, lovely. You trade limit orders? No, just step orders. Just stop orders. Yeah, tongue waiting for the close. Isn't it painful? This is the thing. It's like, testing, testing. Only stop orders. Who said that? A. Who is A? Let's have a look. Who's A? Ads. Yeah, only stop orders, mate. I only trade stop orders. Uh, Personal or funded? Both, but mainly personal. The issue with funded, there's only one good funded account for me. Um, that's these guys. I'm gonna uh, because right when you trade funded accounts, they all have so many bloody restrictions. You can't trade. So these are the guys that I like. Oh, that didn't work. Why did that not work? Um, so these are the guys that I like. I just shared it. Oh, okay. I just lost signal there for a second. I like these guys because you don't have restrictions in terms of trading the news. You don't have restrictions in terms of going long or short. You don't have restrictions in terms of holding over the weekend. I don't do any of that. They don't have a consistency rule. So it's the closest thing you'll ever get to trading your own personal account. They've got no daily drawdown limits as well. So yeah, if you're looking for a funded account, then I highly recommended Instant FX Capital. Um, yeah, they're really, really good. Oh, literally. There we go. Let's get it gone. Okay, order's gone. It's closed below, guys. So we have to wait again. Let's see what's going on with the NASDQ. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for another close above. So now look, what I'm going to show you is we've got new resistance level. Right, hold on a second. John Was at Mark Owen. Right, John Was, has someone messaged you on Telegram pretending to be me? If they have, block them right now. This scammer was hitting people yesterday. Yeah, block him right now. Anyone else that's getting messaged by some idiot called Mark Owen, and I don't mean me, he's a scammer. Get him blocked. Get him booted out of here right now. Can you? Because he's blocked me because I can't see him. I just know his name. Guys, get rid of the dude. He's a scumbag. He's a low life. Yeah, I'm talking to you, asshole. He asked me for 500 for lifetime membership. What? Get him blocked. Get him blocked right now. Guys, just do this right now, please. Anyone getting messaged by someone called Mark Owen in here right now, I will never ever message you. Let me see if, yeah, violation. Your live is flagged for harassment and bullying. Repeated. What? Bullying? Someone repeat this. The guy is asking people for 500 quid. All right. Uh, all right, hold on a second. Sorry, guys, I'll be with you in a second. 1 second, guys. Bear with me. One second, guys. There we go. There we go. I'm finding you. I'm finding you. So these guys, they think they can. Uh, there, you should be free from them now unless they create some more accounts. I've just blocked. I've just blocked a few of them. I had to go onto a personal account to find them. Uh, yeah. So hopefully you won't be getting harassed anymore. Um, their names were official trade and train __ and _official trade and train. So guys, please report them. In fact, let me just, how do I, these scumbags, that'll have been them that will have been reporting me for bullying. So this one, block them, and this one. Block and report these guys. I've just posted another one. So I've blocked them so they shouldn't be able to get onto the live stream anymore until they create some more um, content pretending to be me. So yeah, please just let me know if you've blocked them and reported them. Right. So let's see what happens on this 15-minute candle. To be fair, we've got 9 minutes left. So let's just see. It may just, I mean, we cancelled the order, but I've got a feeling it's going to pop. Um, wow, a lot of gifts today, guys. Appreciate it. Very kind. Not quite sure what 47 diamonds. I could open a jewelry factory with that. This is gold. Who is that? Um, Amsk Amsky. Yeah, this is gold. So effectively what I'm looking for now is because the new structure's changed. This is our new level. So 33.89.55. 33.89. So it jumped 20 pips. So we're looking for a close above that in the next, what, 8 minutes. If we get a close above that, then we have potential up for grabs around 70 pips. So yeah, that's what we're waiting for, guys. And apologies, I had to just go on a tangent with those lot jumping in, trying to message everyone, asking for 500 quid or everything like that. It's because of people like that that this industry is tarnished. And obviously there's others that don't help it, but I can only apologize for people like that that just come in here and trying to rip people off. You know, they come in here, they could trick someone, 500 quid, £1,000, and they're just a nobody that has no skill, no nothing. They're just trying to, and then when you try and find them, guess what? They're not there. So I just that's the one thing I hate social media for. There's a lot of good things, but I tell you what, the how people can copy and replicate other people without it being scrutinized. I mean, the whole point of paying or the whole point of having like your ticks, your official whatever you call it, so you're verified, is so that this can't happen. And guess what? It seems to be happening more and more. Uh, This is gold. This is gold. I'm waiting for a close above. We were looking for this candle, this black one here, to close above our resistance, but it closed below, so we cancelled our orders, which were just above the bullish candle high. So now I need to see this candle close above here. If it does, we're going to replace the order in 6 minutes. NASDAQ is doing nothing. So we'll see what happens. So if we'd have left the order in, we would be triggered now. We would be triggered now if we'd left the order in. So we cancelled it, waiting for a close above. And if we get the close above, then what we'll be doing is taking another trade. So this is where patience comes in. Now, if it goes off and runs off without us, then so be it. We let it go. Like I said, you're not going to see loads of trades here, guys, but if they set up, we'll take it. You got to act like a sniper. You sit there, you wait, you wait, you wait, you wait. You get your shot, you take it regardless. No thinking, it's just an if done scenario. If this happens, we do that. Mr. Middle East, no, I just trade price action. That's it. False breaks, breakouts, continuations, and flips. James Smith, this is a 15-minute time frame. But yeah, it's simple stuff, Mr. Middle East. That's all it is, simple stuff. Doesn't need to be complicated. The more complicated it is, the harder it is to be consistent. Are you waiting for a candle closure for longs? Yeah, I'm waiting for a candle closure because this resistance here is new resistance now. Okay, so I want to see if we can close above this range. If we can close above this range, then I'll wait for a wick down. We'll buy the highs. If we just pop above here and then come back down, which we could do, then I'm not doing anything. I've been trading 15-minute orb as my strategy. I I heard someone else talking about orb the other day. I don't know what it is, so I can't comment. I'm just a price action trader, guys. Very simple. How do I find fair value gaps? Go and speak to ICT or someone like that. Wrong channel. No fair value gaps, anything like that in this place. With that FVG, don't even look at fair value gaps. So wrong channel, guys. You want to speak about them, you need to be somewhere else because it's nothing to do with me. Nope. Yep. Sorry, guys. Wrong channel. Fair value gaps. I not. Listen, I understand what you're. It'd be this here to here, but means nothing to me. Since 2009, I'm an old man. When I started, I used to have a black beard. Now I've got a grey beard. What's my success rate? This month I'm at 79%, but generally somewhere between 65 and 75. A pirate, yeah. Long John Silver, mate. Proper pirate. Judging by my other, do you trade prop firms or personal equity? The only prop firm I use is the one I just shared, which is this one here. But generally just trading personal and family. Oh shit, wrong one. Uh, I'm just 2 minutes to go. Next candle needs to move lower first. I'm just if it closes with no wick, I won't place the order. Um, and also I need to see the next candle move lower first. Uh, so let's have a look. Uh, uh, hey Donville, how you doing? You just got your 20 pips on gold. Well done, buddy. Which time frames are you on at the moment, and which pair is this? This is the 15-minute time frame, and it is gold. But guys, I'm not going to trade this now. It's getting too far away from the zone. Not going to trade this. Too far away from the. You can't see my rule. Here you go. 1 second. How's that? You see it now? You think the chart. You think the chart up 15-minute, please. No, I'm not in buys, guys. I'm not taking it. It's too far away from the range for me. If you want to take it, you can do, but I'm not. I've had one trade. I've taken my pips. I'm done. Why not look for an S zone? Because I don't know what an S zone is. I don't use. If you refer, if S zone's just short for support zone, um, then I would wait until we get a rotation, which would be a BPC trade. But where we are right now, um, yeah, it's not for me. So like BPC trade for me is the market would have to rotate. Well, it would have to push up quite a lot higher first. Um, so I'd want to see it move higher. And then when you're getting up into this area, you're getting close to an area where I could look for a range trade. So that's why right now, based on where it goes, I could get a range trade short from here. Or if it goes up but doesn't get all the way there and I get like 50 pip range and it comes back down and forms a support, then I could trade a BPC, which just stands for breakout pullback continuation. Look, I'll pull the rules up for you so you can see it. BPC long. I'll just make them a bit bigger so you can see it. So look, let me move that line because it's in the way. So that's what I'd be looking for. Um, is your strategy scalping? You could say there's a scalping style to it in the sense that we take money off the table after 10 pips, um, or 20 pips on the DAX or the NASDAQ, but it's not really scalping because the frequency of trades isn't there. You know, if I'm doing 1 to 3 trades in a session, then that's it. So a scalper would probably be getting, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 or more in a session. Hey, question in gold, 10 pips is $1. Yeah, 10 pips is $1. Is NY session open 2:30 in 3 minutes? Yep. In 13 minutes, sorry. All right, so YouTube, I'll come off this now. We might as well go back onto this one. So on the open, I'd be interested if we can get a close below 21,728. Okay. Right, Crown. Hello. All right, guys. What do funds mean? Although I could do with a fun in this office right now. I appear to have 5 funds today, so whoever you are, thank you. I'm not quite sure what it means. I am still super, super new to this social media live on TikTok. The gifts and the diamonds, etc. I have no idea what's going on, so it's all very, very new. We are looking at the NASDAQ 100. I am a price action trader. I don't do anything with fair value gaps. I don't trade smart money concepts. I look to de-risk as quickly as possible. Um, I have a very simple system, and that's it. That's all I can say. A simple system for a simple guy. Ivorus, Blazenis. Hello, how we doing? Said Malavolus, how we doing? Do you teach your strategy? I would like to say I've been teaching it during this live, and through all the lives, but I do have memberships. Yes, I will never ask for it on here like some people have been doing. I'm very well, thank you. Very well. We had 1 trade, 1 win, um, and now we're just sitting on the sidelines. Um, yeah, so if we've experienced Richie Blinks, sir, you live on YouTube every day. Yes, pretty much. At least 4 days a week. YouTube and TikTok live most days. How much are membership and how can I access it? Um, Look, there's different packages, but look, if you want to have a look, the best thing is you can go to my stand store and take a look at the different options that are there. Just click on that, you'll see you've got what's there? Telegram free channel, YouTube live stream, um, Yeah, so there's my standstill. It will direct you away. What's the possible TP in gold? Look, if you're in gold right now, the your exit, I mean, I have standard exits, which are 10 and 20, with a 70% rule for break even when I'm in a situation, let's say, where there's no strong trend, meaning if I'm looking for 10 pips, as soon as it goes 7 pips, I'm at break even. But your exit really wouldn't want to be any higher than 33.97.40. It might go higher than that. It might go through 3400. But if you're looking to get more than 33.97, I'd at least take 90% of the position off. Pastor, you teach great. Oh, guys, you're gonna make me blush. Um, what's what's the possible tip? Oh, I've done that one. Thank you, Pastor. Really appreciate it. A lot of kind words coming in today. So, how comes you don't use RSI or MA? Is that for MACD? Look, you have to remember that RSI is calculated from closing prices over a given number of days. So you can use them in multiple ways. You can use them for leading indicators if you want to use divergence or positive divergence. Now, I've done all that. Um, the one thing I don't like is you have to remember that indicators are created from price. So the best thing you can read is price. Like I said, you can make trading as complicated as you want. Let's say, for example, let's say we got RSI on right now, and this high here was lower than this one, and on RSI it was a higher high. Then you'd have what we call positive divergence, and you would expect the market to move lower. But guess what? You'd still want to wait for a bearish close, and I'd still want to wait for a wick up. So I take the same trade whether divergence is there or not. Let's have a look, see if it is. Uh, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's not. Okay. Okay, I would never use, when I did it, I never used RSI 14. I would always, so look, I don't use indicators, but I know how to use them. Uh, no. Okay, so here you got a higher low on RSI. No, the closing price is higher. I wouldn't use that because it's a flat level, even though you're seeing it here. Remember, RSI, MACD, they're called oscillators. So the only way they're ever going to work is by seeing oscillation in the market. It has to be going up and down. So oscillators mean you need to see oscillation. If the market's just going straight up, they're always going to be overbought. If the market's going straight down, they're always going to be oversold. So don't just um, if you ever hear anyone say to you overbought, go short, slap them in the face. Okay, slap them in the face because it is it's the biggest amount of trash you'll ever hear. So look, there wasn't anything that I could see there. Um, but yeah, indicators, I don't need them. Just clutters your chart. I have enough with just putting my rules on and a couple of lines. Okay. Um, Is that MetaTrader 5 desktop? No, this is TradingView. It's a free analysis tool. Some brokers you can trade through it. I wouldn't trade through it because there will be latency. I use MetaTrader 4. Some brokers I've got MetaTrader 5 that copy from this account. What did I just miss? NASDAQ. Let's have a look. NASDAQ's moving higher, but we've got 6 minutes before we do anything. Do you think trading based solely on the 100 EMA indicator can make someone profitable? But are you just going to trade buys if you're above it or sells if you're below it? What happens when the market's going sideways? Remember, moving averages are so far delayed. Um, you posted a setup on Telegram around 8:44. Buy incoming. I'm still in profit. Okay, yeah, past it. I mean, look, that we. unfortunately, you have to remember my rules are I'm scaling out at 10 pips, 20 pips. But yeah, that was this trade. I'll show you which trade it was. 30 minute. This candle, this one here. No, hold on here. 8:30. This one here. So outside candle, next candle wick down. We broke the highs. If you look left, here was our structure. You can see the market moving from this structure all through here. This was our range. Market came down outside candle. Next candle wick down. Bought off the break of that high. We took 30 pips. So yeah, you'll be sitting in nice profit now, but you'll have gone into big drawdown. I would never sit in something like that. Okay. Anyone that took this trade, your stops, in theory, if I was in it, you're going to be at break even now. There is no perfect tool. You can find cons everywhere. I like your setup. Simplicity is key. Yeah, look, it, my system, right? You can have the best setup and have a losing trade. You go, "Oh, why did that happen?" Well, it happens because it happens. It's probability. The markets are random. They're not against you. They're just random. They move trillions of dollars a day. Market makers will be filling orders, so you can't get upset. For me, if you want to be consistent, the easiest way to be consistent is keep it simple. The more factors you include, the more difficult it is. Imagine being a chef. The more ingredients you put into a dish, the more difficult it's going to be to cook. That's it. Be human. Thank you. Appreciate it. It is simple, mate. And like I said, it has to be simple. I'm a simple guy. Simple, simple guy. See, anyone that took this now, you got uh oh, you would be just at break even. And it looked like it had moved more. So you should have just hit your 10 pips and at break even. If you did, well done, guys. Appreciate it. Uh, right, I'm gonna jump off in a second because my office is screaming hot, and I need to take my dog for a walk. He's looking at me like he needs to go out crossing his legs. So look, today, wow, we've had some bumper likes, some bumper comments. We've had a lot. Total views is down. But we've had more fans, more interaction, more likes. So what that tells me is the people that are here are people that actually want to enjoy trading, enjoy maybe asking a few questions, maybe have enjoyed what I've talked about. So I'm not, listen, for me, views is a little bit like revenue. Revenue is not isn't what matters. Profit is what matters, right? So if I'm seeing 7,000 likes coming from half the number of views, then to me, that's a win. So, guys, thank you so much. You're going to take your dog for a walk in this weather. I've just got to get him out. He's gonna pee in my office, so it's all right. Just down the road. He'll only have 5 minutes, but yeah, he's an old man, so I can't take him too far. Yeah, I'm in London as well, Tunk. Whereabouts in London are you, mate? Oh, cheers, be human. I'm in West Hampstead. Enfield. Ah, yeah. So not far away. North Londoners. So, Tung, thanks. Yeah, not too far. Uh, Thanks for joining the stream today, guys. Appreciate it. I love all the interaction. You too, buddy. Have a great day, Tung. Uh, Offend no one. Thank you. I took the gold trade. Well done. Like it. Forex Milkers from Uganda. Thank you for being in here. Ryan, how you doing? Johnny Janto, guys, listen, appreciate all the likes and everything that's coming today. Very, very kind. Trader E's made real cool profits. Xander from Belgium, how you doing? Hatfield Broad Oak, is that Hatfield down south, just off the M1, North London, or is that Hatfield up north where I'm from? Long Gold, Be Human, have a great day. Yeah, Ben X, Scotty Page, welcome back, mate. Hi, mate. Still watching when I can. Keep up the fantastic work. Will do, buddy. Uh, Essex. Okay, nice. Okay. Well, guys, listen, thank you so much. Yeah, the Telegram page here, I'll post the Stand Store. Just click on the Stand Store link and go down to free Telegram channel. You'll see it there, guys. So just click on that link or copy and paste it. I don't know how it works. Or just copy the link and then once we come off the stream, just hit it in there. All right. So guys, thank you so much. It's time for me to shoot off now. I'm just gonna have a quick walk. Vivi, take care. Everyone, guys, I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye bye.